Hey guys, this is the one that I just posted, the Stickman Part 3. I'm doing another video for tomorrow, May 9th. It will be posted somewhere around whenever I wake up. Yeah, ignore this song right here, this song. I had it playing and then I forgot about it. This is called Spaceflight Simulator. It's first I've done on this channel, but I completely spelled great wrong. I'm terrible spelling. Try not to take that hard on me, please. We'll do that, and then we'll do sandbox, and then we'll do realistic. So, I play this a lot. I bought the expansion pack. It's like everything. So it comes with cheats. You don't get this. You have to buy it for $11, or you can buy separate packs. And then you only get a couple things like this, and heat shield, and then that's all what I think you get for that. And then you don't get 8, 10, or 12. You don't get options to engines, like the engine thing, but you do get some engines like these. And then if you come into here, you only get this control thing, these small landing legs, a small docking port, utilities, that's called RCS, and the small wheel and solar panel. This is a solar panel. And then you don't get this. This is a pack. You can have blueprints and everything, and then here they do videos on that. So I just wanted to show you my hell ship. It is a bit laggy, but this is what I call hell ship. It's got little pods that re-enter Earth. It is very laggy, but I was going to do like a thing where, so this is my rocket that I usually take into orbit, if I even can take it into orbit. I haven't done orbit in so long. You can have stages. I even staged all this up. There's a lot of parachutes here, so I can at least like bring down this whole entire thing, like this whole thing right here. Just like, yeah, the whole top part up here. And then we're taking off. The middle one will empty out first. I don't have volume for you guys, so I will turn it down, but if you can't hear my voice, I will just retake the video. So, usually see the angle. Whenever you get up to a certain thing, you can skip ahead. See, it says -5, but I like to do positive, so it just rounds it, honestly. Yeah, see, 3. That was close to 5, but it's not 5. Whoopsie. Okay, let's just hold on. So, okay, yeah. So I'm just going to show you this in orbit. Yeah, there's a lot of exploding doing, so I kind of want to hear this. You can teleport to orbit. You can go to all the different planets. Most of these planets are accessible unless you got the pack for it. But we're going to do Earth and height. Do 150.3. We'll do longitude 25. Orbit. And then you can take this. I do have RCS right there. I don't need landing legs, so. If there was an engine on here, I would have took it and at least took the engine, but I can just revert to build. I did make a satellite part. So, the A in the satellite is a satellite. I have never staged these, actually. So I should actually redo that and, like, redo the whole thing. Now if we load satellite, yeah, see, it comes staged. So we can fully delete it. There's nothing in these stages. And if you load the blueprint and you go to satellite, see, it stages it now. I could see if I could send you the import, like, this stuff for this. And then test that. Yeah, that was just for regular world. Yeah, see, this was just like a test thing. And then I got a T. Ooh. Yeah, you can build that. I can show you exactly how to build it. So, you want to come in here. Well, actually, delete that fully. What you want to do is take one of these. You don't have to color it at all. And then take some RCS. I'm doing it the more advanced way, but you can get all this stuff. All you gotta do is have a fuel tank. And then I say I would go a little bit bigger. Because you get this whole row right here. You get everything in here. And then you go into other. Just grab this. You can add landing legs. I wouldn't. It's honestly just a waste of stuff. For me, I can show you a different way. You can. This is actually available, I think, but I know these are. So what you can do is take this stuff away. Take two of these, grab them, bring them down here, and if they don't clip, so we'll go into turn off parts clipping, and you just move that. So what you want to do is hold down if you're on mobile, and then just move it, and then they glitch into it, which I think that's actually a really cool glitch. And then you can add any engine from here that you want. I say I would go with like not that, but like two of these. And then from there you can just build a rocket around it. Two for that stage, and then I would go to another stage. And then what you want to do is grab at least three. Grab a big engine. Take one of these. Take some of these, but perfect. Make these smaller so they run out of fuel faster. This is just like a tutorial on how to build it. This is for regular. I can scale it. And then what you want to do is go into this 1 and 2, how it's in white squares. You just click on that. And then there's not usually one there, it's just left there. And then you want to do engines first. And then those if you have them. And then you want to do your next stage if you have a next stage. And then you want to do your next stage. And then you want to at least, like if you put the satellite on top, then do that. You only have to do one, but you can do two. I ain't gonna launch it and stuff because I ain't on regular, but yeah. I'm gonna show you something really cool, which I took Hellship 2.0. This is way bigger, and I mean way bigger. It is actually really cool, but it is very laggy, so I have every single thing. I could probably actually set this blueprint thing inside of here. I will not show you how to build it because it took 4 hours to build this, but I put a bunch of docking things on it and everything, and then got docking things here. See these? These are just meant to be like that. You can take all the fuel and just like empty it and then do certain things full. But if you have cheats, I would leave it full. Because if you take it and empty it, watch the mass down there. It drops huge. So now I'm just going to clear it because I don't want to move that. And then we're just going to take this. And then what you can do is actually go into example rockets if you have the infinite build area. If you want to do realistic mode, then what you want to do is take that example rocket, but go into your 6 wide and then do it. So I'm just going to build this real quick. What engine do we have in there? That. So what we want is engines at least, and then for these we'll use Titan. If you have the pack, we can use Titan. This is for the upgraded version. And what you want to do is add that 1 block above, and then go into the 6 wide again. Put that on there, and then build up 2, and then put another. What you can do for this one, I would go with 2 of these. Or you can just do another, but I prefer you do 2 of these. If I can get it, hold on. I say, so that doesn't really work, so you can pull up this one more. Actually, what I would do for this one is, for the last stage, I would put one of these in there, and then take the big engine again, and just make a 2-stage rocket. There. And then I'll show you exactly how you stage it up. So you just take the engines, go up to your next stage, and then you want to go up to your next stage. You can click on that, and then that. You can add this into there because that will just pop off the bottom. But I wouldn't, because then that's more stages you got to do. I can show you this one. I can get this into like space, but yeah, I'm trying to make this video pretty long, so it's like a demonstration. See, I can make it into space, and then see, it just pops right off, and then you get this. I say I'm gonna do this stage just for that, and then I'm gonna try to get high Earth orbit. I'm not trying to get too high of orbit, but I'm just trying to get orbit in general. I did not put enough fuel in it for a actual full orbit, so I'll just do like some orbit, and then I can show you what orbit actually looks like. So if you go into teleport orbit, I would do like maybe 258 if you want to do a video. You can pause it. And then see, and then pop that. If you want to go back to Earth, then here, you turn on your engine, and see. For me, I'm already about to head back to Earth orbit. I'll be heading back to Earth orbit really. So what you want to do, see that arrow over there? This arrow? You want to aim it for that, and then go max speed so you actually go down faster. And the heat shield will actually start burning up. It won't break because it's a heat shield. And then see, it says 2,500. As soon as that says, like, you don't want to do it as soon as it says that. You want to wait till around now, like 9,900. And then now you want to do it. You might land inside of an ocean, like a big ocean. You don't have to return it back to Earth at all. So if you have any like pieces like this back in orbit, you can go into your thing. We'll click on the 3 lines right next to your map and hit clear debris. And then if you want to do a faster lander, see that? See the little velocity thing, how it was 6? You can go back and do it, but see it says reach low orbit, and then 100 meters down land, 100 kilometers downrange. You can click the recover button, and you can see all the challenges you did. And then you can check all the things. See, my max temperature was 1,243 C, which I have no clue what that is, so I'll look that up. And I will probably tell you guys, like I'll pause the video and then tell you guys. 1,000 altitude, 10,000 altitude, 25,000 altitude, well, not 1,000 meters, and then 10,000 kilometers, 25,000, 25 kilometers, 50 kilometers. This is all altitude, passing the Kármán line, leaving the atmosphere, reach low Earth orbit, safely return to Earth and stuff. So then you can go to Space Center, which it will get rid of that, and then you can check your challenges, which I'm almost finished. I just gotta get High Earth. And then I finished the Earth, and then there's all of these, and then Hydra is actually really hard. But Mercury is one of the, it has an extreme, and then Venus also has an extreme. They are really hard. You can go back into build rocket and everything. So if you have the pack, you can actually color it. So what I would do is come into this bottom layer, change that to be orange. If you're not from the United States, do not take any offense. I totally put that backwards. If you're not from the United States, please don't take any offense. I am very sorry if you don't like the United States or something. I do live in America myself. I'm trying to put any hate on any other countries at all. You can change it to spotted lines with that, and then that. Silver, white, that's regular. Orange, gray, black. You could put United, and you can put states on it, and then you can put stripes, and then you can put checkered. Which I'm personally going to take the stage and put it. I'll do orange, and then this top part I'll just do keep black. And then inside the stages, you can actually turn this view on it, which it would actually show you all them closed. And then if you go back, so in 8 wide, there is 2 heat shields. What you want to do is go in, see, you can have these, and they're like empty. Oh, this is symmetry. So you can see how place 2, it places it exactly on the same side. Which I think that's actually really cool. And then this is empty, so you can place stuff in it. Like if you're going, you can add extra. Well, you can go into aerodynamics. I know this is free, so you can always add some of these in there. This can fit up to 3. And then there you go, and then you have all these. You know what really pisses me off? So if you come up here to this line, you go into there, you hit this. Look how that is not actually lined up good compared. So yeah, you can see the tip right there. It's kind of a bit to where I'm facing. It would be a bit to the left. Just a tiny bit, which I can notice that because I have really good eyesight. And then so I would start with symmetry line. Remember where that's at. So if you're building a rocket with this, I don't want to put any confusion on you. So what you want to do is do this, and then add that at the top. Unless you're doing this, then you can add that, and then this, and then that. You have to add that on top just for aerodynamics. This comes already with a heat shield and parachute. Or you can just move that up, put that on there, just make it look cooler, and then you add that to the bottom. For this one, how you have that, you have to add this, come down here, and then add this. Which, if you do this, it will even it out, because I actually don't know why. It's aerodynamics. And what you want to do is add these two down there, and then this. Which I can show you both these rockets. We can launch them both. And they're like little missiles. Let that land so it doesn't get in my way. Parachutes, they don't do anything. They're just parachutes. Yeah, you can recover debris and stuff. And yeah. So then you can just recover and see. And then you can wait, see if recover pops up, but sometimes recover doesn't. So you just gotta revert to build. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna look up from the 1,200 something. I'm just gonna look up 1,250 Celsius, so I'll be right back.